Good evening to you. I'm KSLA Chief Meteorologist Matt Jones. We had that big line of storms push through the Arklatex earlier this afternoon. That is now east of our area, but more storms are going to fire up as we head into the overnight hours, especially past midnight. Let's take a look at future track by about midnight tonight, and you can see more storms are going to fire up off to our south. This could be an ongoing thing throughout the night for places like Natchitoches, back down through Hemphill, and then we're going to watch more storms organizing across central Texas tonight, and that could potentially turn into a big squall line as it makes its way in. So you can see by about 3 a.m., we could be seeing some more strong storms from Shreveport all the way south into Toledo Bend. I think the best chance of getting any severe weather for the rest of tonight is going to be well south of I-20, and then more heavy rain and more severe weather as possible as we get into that morning commute time on Wednesday, with the highest chances down around Natchitoches, and then we might actually get a pretty substantial break for a good chunk of our Wednesday as that initial line pushes off to the east. However, as the upper level low swings through by mid to late afternoon, more storms develop here, and these too could be severe. I think the biggest threat with these late day storms will be the potential for some large hail by late in the afternoon. All right, so just updated from the Storm Prediction Center, they still have the southern half of our area basically along and south of I-20 underneath that enhanced risk of severe weather. And this is going to go for the entire night, so we are not even close to being done with this threat, unfortunately. Notice, though, as you get farther to the north, that threat will be a lot lower up along and north of I-30. So our risks for the rest of tonight, tornadoes still remain elevated. That is still going to certainly be a possibility later on tonight, especially farther south. Large hail, damaging winds still potential there as well, and a high flood risk as well. Then we take you into tomorrow. Notice that main threat area shifting a little bit farther away from us, mainly impacting our southeastern parishes. Having said that, though, we still have that slight risk that does extend back to the west into much of East Texas, southeast Oklahoma, and southwest Arkansas. So our threats for Wednesday basically remain the same. An elevated threat of a tornado, especially in our southeastern parishes. Large hail, strong wind gusts, and flooding are all going to be concerns throughout the day. Speaking of the flooding, that flood watch continues throughout the day on Wednesday, probably seeing that cancel late in the day on Wednesday, maybe even into Thursday. Now, here's a look at the additional rainfall potential over the next 7 days, but most of this will happen here in the next 2 days. And you can see still focusing on those southeastern parishes down around Natchitoches. Could see another 3 to 5 inches of rain. The rest of the Arklatex looking at another 1 to 2 inches of rain, and that could certainly still cause some flooding concerns. Low temperatures for tonight, mostly in the low 60s across our area. Hour by hour forecast for tomorrow shows temperatures kind of struggling throughout the day thanks to the cloud cover, and the storm chances only looking at highs here in the low 70s by afternoon, and hopefully that will cut back on our severe weather threat just a bit. 71 in Shreveport and Bossier, 73 in Natchitoches, Center Texas 72, and then some upper 60s, mid to upper 60s along and north of I-30. Here's a look at that first alert 7-day forecast. We continue with that red color on Wednesday's graphic, and that's because we do have the risk of more severe weather here for Wednesday. Thursday, though, looking much better. Sunshine returns, a nice forecast for Friday, and turning much warmer by the weekend with temperatures in the 80s.